Hello friends, I thought today I would give you a tour of our garden and our houseplants. This is our windowsill where most of our houseplants live. This one was growing so tall. And we painted this pot. It says, "We're going to take such good care of you," because that's what we always say to our plants. Anyway, we had to stake it a bunch, but then we took cuttings off the top to make it a bit shorter, and now there's some new growth coming in, so it's bushing out a lot better. And this is one of the cuttings. It's doing so good, even growing a new little leaf there. I love this plant. I think it's so pretty. This one we got as a gift from a friend, and all the flowers fell off and we were like, oh, it's dead now. But then it bloomed again and also has a lot of new growth there. It's a good thing we didn't give up on it. This is one of our favorite plants. It's, I think, the biggest of the window plants. And we love it so much we give it so many decorations. And it's been growing really slow, but it does finally have some little new leaves there. Oh, and it did this on top, which is kind of freaky looking, but I guess that means it's happy. I really don't know. The succulent, I know you're supposed to like cut off the top and regrow them when they start to look like that, but I tried to propagate just a few leaves and I failed, so I'm scared to kill it if I do that. This one has not grown since we got it. We really don't know what's happening with it. It's so yellow. I don't know. Like, it's not unhappy looking, it's just not doing anything really. And like these, are they air roots? Are they ground roots? What does it think it's doing? This, another one of my favorites, it also grew way too tall for some reason, but now it's finally sprouting a bunch of new sprouts closer to the bottom. Our Christmas cactus, which is so happy it has a bud. It has since flowered, but I was too lazy to go back and refilm it. And a bunch of new leaves growing, as you can see. These are my things I tried to propagate that did not work. Oh, and our favorite thing in our plant window is our basil. We grew it from seed. We have this crinkly kind, the regular kind, and this purple one. So we tried to keep about 2 of each of the sprouts. Oh, and this is my bedroom. These are my plants. I just keep them on this beautiful little tray I thrifted. This is my succulent. Its pot is way too small, and it just is very tall and lopsided. This one, I'm pretty sure, lost a bunch of leaves when I first brought it home. But these leaves here are new, and it's growing some new ones out of the bottom, so I think it's doing fine. And my Christmas cactus, not as big as our other one. Also, it's potted way too far down in a yogurt tub. It has all these air roots, which I thought meant it wasn't getting enough nutrients or something, but it has a little bud, so can't be that unhappy. I love my little plant windowsill, it's very cute. Oh, and what's this? It's our indoor plant growing thing. Basically, and here we have all the things we started from seed before it was warm enough outside. Mostly tomatoes. And I think some of these tomatoes we definitely bought as seedlings. These little kale seedlings Hannah's mom gave to us. They have never grown any bigger than that. I don't know what we did wrong. Some little bok choys. Yes, very small. Lots of our tomatoes were like this, very tall and then not super bushy. We figure maybe because of the light is like so high up or something. But so Hannah's mom told us to cut the tops off so they would start pushing out more. So we did that. More tomatoes. More pinched off tomatoes. Another tomato. Yeah. Oh, something different. These are little pepper plants we bought as seedlings. For some reason, they have a bunch of aphids, even though they were inside the whole time. Oh, and these are our pride and joy, our 2 eggplants, because they're supposed to be really finicky, but ours looked so beautiful and happy. And this is another propagation from that one plant, and it gets the special light because it was just a stick, so I figured it needed extra help. Oh, and this is our garden bed that our landlords let us use. Oh, here comes Hannah with some more plants. Hello, Hannah. Look how big our garden is today. Wow, she loves our garden. So we basically have like mixed greens and then a big thing of arugula and then squash at this side. We grew so much arugula, we gave it to all of our friends. Yeah, we just ate a lot of arugula. And then this is a mixed seed mix, which wound up being mostly arugula. I filmed this a couple weeks ago and I'm just editing it now, so I filmed a little update so you can see what's new in the last few weeks. First of all, we started regrowing our green onions. So you just put the tip in water and then a new green onion grows out of it. This one's doing really well. That other one, not doing much. And I propagated a couple Christmas cactus bits and they are definitely starting to grow roots. Oh, this is that propagated plant and another new one. I don't know where it came from, but they're doing very well. They're ready to be passed off. And wait until you see outside our front door, we have too many plants. Here's our mint. Sometimes we like pick a bunch of leaves off and we're like, oh no, what have we done? But then it grows back, happy as ever. These are some marigolds that we grew from seed. Here's some kale seedlings that still need to be put somewhere because we just can't stop buying more. These are some flowers Hannah bought with her mom yesterday, and they're gonna go in that pot with some other things. These are our eggplants that we were so proud of. We transitioned them to be outdoor plants, and then we had a hailstorm in the middle of the night, and it literally punched through the leaves. But before that, they were fine. We just took off some of the leaves because they were so destroyed. But we have faith they will come back. Down here are a bunch of little seedlings. I don't know what they are. I think one is like dill, but they look happy. All of our tomatoes that used to be inside are now outside, and they also did not enjoy the hailstorm, but I think they're gonna be fine. Down here we have a bunch more basil that was just from seedlings that we bought, and some Thai basil, because you can never have too much basil. Like, what's the point of having just a little? These are some more of our sadder tomatoes. And this is supposed to be a climbing spinach variety, but it hasn't done much yet. This is our happiest pepper, so you can kind of see there's one flower in there. Here is a bok choy we grew and ate. Now it's having its second growth. It was super delicious, by the way. And this is just a purple kale to keep it company. Here are peas that are doing very well. Look how tall they are. And our blueberry plants are, I think, one of the best things we have. Like, they have so many, and they look like they should ripen well, as long as no animals eat them, like they keep eating our kale. Here, those are my failed succulents. And here's some little something that just sprouted. I think it's peas. This is one of our marigolds with a flower we got at Superstore because they were very cheap. That's our other peppers. They never really grew as much as the first one. And then these are a couple more Superstore flowers we potted all together. And this is all of our garbage outside our window that happens when you do so much gardening. And this is our garden bed right now. This is what's left of that greens mix. It's mostly arugula and it's obviously gone to seed. Down here we just planted some Swiss chard, so it's still figuring out what it wants. Those are some beans. And right here we have another little bok choy and some kales. Here's our lettuce is still growing. And this is a potato plant from last year that came up. Down here we put some baby onions along the edge. And then here's some kales and purple and black kales and more Chinese veggies down at the end. And then this is our squash section. It is very happy. Definitely kind of crowded in, but we're working with what we got. There are a couple different varieties. It's kind of hard to tell what they are as of right now, but they're growing. Hello. Oh yeah, that's the gray squash. Oh, this is some beans. And more squashes. And that is a current tour of our garden.